Let's see if this works. I don't know what's going on. Yesterday I worked fine and all, but now it's not working the way I want it to work. What the hell? Huh. That's weird. Oh my god. Okay. Try again. It's still what the fuck is wrong with this sound? So weird. Why is that thing there? Delete. Yes. Okay. And it's gonna be funny. Oh my god. That's it. So. Let's see if this works. How about now? I think it's gonna check again. I'm gonna do it with this phone. No, it's still double. What the fuck? Is it because it's in here? Wait, why is this here? Delete. I'm so confused. Why is Why is it doing this? What the hell? I have no idea what it's doing here. I didn't do anything. Well, I guess I have no idea why it's doing a double. I can maybe change layout. It's over to this layout. Walls theme. Cookie pads, coffee, some others. Should not do it double here. Here is not double. Then how the fuck? Why is it double this Why is it double on that one and not on the other one? Well, it's not double now, but now it's like echoing. Why is it echoing? Yeah, I know. Okay, hang on. Yes, skip that. Okay, so game sound, background music. Yes. Now it should not be that loud, right?
By your deeds has the
But
blinding
for
light
now,
been
I'm
banished
just
from the
going
sky,
to
and the Sin Eaters driven to retreat.
Okay, so I switched to my old layout now, because I
Although our many
don't
hurts
know
will
what
be
the
years in
hell is
mending,
going on with the
I have
sound.
faith that this world and her
Sound
people
alerts
will one
on the
day
other
be whole
one.
once more.
So I guess we're just going with this one instead for now. Until
With
I
no
figure
rejoining
out
in
what
prospect,
the hell is going
the
on.
Source need no longer fear the coming of an 8th umbral calamity.
And with that triumph, the future from which you came will no longer come to pass.
Okay, it should not do it
Yet here
anymore
you still
now.
stand.
The ball, at least. Or
So I do.
echoing.
I wonder if that other age continues onward somehow, cut adrift from time's flow. Or have...
Oh, whoops, I clicked
Either
it too
way,
fast.
this is an unexpected development. As the summoner of your souls, my death was meant to release you back to your world.
Yes,
Yet I am
I
very
am
much
sure. I
alive.
tested it
And you are still stuck here in the first.
with this one. Okay.
I believe I speak for us all when I say that we are happy to postpone our return if it means your life is spared. We will seek out another way.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it.
Besides, I never had any intention of rushing home. There are people here I still need to thank, and this means I might actually have time to do so.
All girls all over the world. Original King Julian, but the case man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Reach your body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Reach your body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Reach your body ocean at the big Titanic. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Reach your body ocean at the big Titanic. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it.
I imagine we each have matters demanding our attention, so let this be a farewell for us all. Send word
Well,
when you've
thank
resummoned
God
our
that
friend.
works normally now. So let's just use this one instead, I guess.
Oh, and do try to ensure she arrives within the city next time.
Of course. I shall strive for utmost accuracy. No strange forests or unplanned passengers, I promise.
I mean, might as well just use my old layout.
I'm a little relieved, to be honest. I would have been terribly lonely if everyone had suddenly disappeared.
Hello, Afi!
But I understand that you have to go. Safe journey, warrior
It's
of
been a
darkness.
while.
I hope to see you again soon.
I'm sad. I did laugh. I was laughing.
Just a moment while I attune the portal. Then you can be on your way.
I cry now. Can I cry now?
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall
Oh, I thought it was
as the
supposed to be
heroes of
something.
Elm.
No,
But like
that's
a fool
supposed to
seeking
be
pluck
me
the stars
laughing,
from
but
the
I did
heavens,
laugh.
my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short. And then
I
one
added
day,
a Rick
an all
roll
but forgotten dream from my youth
sound
stood
effect.
before me in the flesh.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt
who looked at the horizon and beyond and saw I knew not what. All I knew was that
I mean, I
would give
can switch
anything to
that one
stand at
out
that
for
hero's
laughing or
side.
something. I don't know. I was just checking, like. No. Ah, my God.
Would that it was so easy.
Okay. That one should do. Okay, let me get rid of that one then. Okay, so this one. Okay, move. Shoot. Okay, so what's this? Okay, I'm gonna add that one. For 300 then. Okay. My alerts. Channel point. Save. Okay. How about, because now it should be there. Here you go. That's the sound alert.
The glory of the heavens was ever beyond the grasp of those who never thought to reach for it. But if I have gained anything from all of this, it is the courage to stretch out.
I have now sent to a Google Drive. Oh my God, no. I can't add more sounds to it though. Okay, let me delete some. Okay, wait. I need to delete this one then. This is going on so long. Okay, are we done with the laughing now? The baby laugh? My God. That
Do you
baby
hear me,
laugh is so
Rahatia?
long.
This is no time for sleeping.
I think I literally prefer the King Julian, honestly.
To the west gate. I want to know what's happening there.
My God, that scares the shit out of me, man.
Same as the others, struck down with a single blow. An unfortunate day to draw guard duty.
That scared the shit out of me. No.
Forgive me. These were your people.
We took advantage of this slaughter to slip into the palace. 'Tis not for me to grieve them.
Do you have something that sounds better than the baby laugh that I just had? Because that one plays for damn long.
That was the Emperor.
And I was like, are we done yet with it? Are we done yet? Are we done yet?
Wait! Ugh. You Radiants!
Are you just going to record yourself for the laughing?
Gaius, you've missed your part in this, I'm
My
afraid.
alerts. The one I'm just going to delete the laughter because that one's like taking so damn long. Remove.
Identify yourself, demon!
You were hoping for the Ascian? The Craven shed this skin and fled, rather than face me. A pity. I was looking forward to crossing blades with myself. But I cannot deny the feeling of satisfaction. Body and soul reunited at last.
What now? The game continues, but the pieces have changed.
Avi is enjoying it though. He's like, oh, I like this shit. You did?
Only if we
You
trust in
poor
Paragon's words. A mistake I do not intend to repeat. Yes!
He speaks the truth. Elidibus is gone. Tore a hole into the rift.
You poor thing.
Xenos, my foolish, greedy son.
What, the knocking or the psychom laughing thingy? I did download it, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so can I sounds upload new sound, downloads. Okay. Yes. Sounds like it was good. Okay. Okay, so it's ready to use, right? So it should be in my uploads. Open channel points. It's gonna be just 300. Okay. Okay, so my alerts, channel points, Save. Save. Okay, this should work, I guess. I'm just gonna play this.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark.
Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark.
I'm having way too much fun with that one.
Freedom for our nation, our people, will never be won by a spoiled princeman. The burden of this throne is beyond you.
I'm not allowed to add that one instead of King Julian though, because then no one will
'Tis
watch
you,
the stream
father,
anymore.
who have struggled with this burden. Simply holding the Empire together has occupied your limited faculties. But you may take comfort in knowing that I have no intention of pursuing your tedious agenda. Nor am I interested in ruling over the Empire's lands. I came only to remove that which ruins my sport. I will not have my prey stolen by your petty wars and cowardly weapons.
But I do want to play Baby Shark Doo Doo Doo. No one wants that sound.
You would kill me just for that.
No one wants me to add that sound because they will leave the
I
stream and
need
never
no
return.
other reason. Any and all who interfere with my hunt will not do so twice!
Oh my god. What's this?
I heard the Asians speak of Zodiac, an Eidolon. Even the will of this star is but a construct of our own making.
Don't, please, no. That second one scared the shit out of me.
We shall gorge upon their strength, and then, my friend, our contest shall begin anew.
That last one stuck the shit out of me. Why you do this to me? Oh man. I was gonna add another one, a scary one, but like I can't fit any more sound effects in. I was gonna do the funny one. I don't know, I was thinking of adding another one, but can't remember which one it was. Cause I saw one and I was like, oh, but that's funny. Oh yeah, this one. That would scare the shit out of me. This, just bang. Just bang. That just scares the shit out of me, man. Jeez. If you do that, like, you know, when I'm not even when I'm not even watching my screen, that would scare the shit out of me. I was gonna add that one, then I realized, nah, never mind. I think people will find that actually like really funny to let me like shock. Don't do that one again. No, I'm not gonna do that one again. No. Because that's gonna scare the shit out of me, honestly. I can't cope with it. No. It's just no. No. Why can't I enter Rising Stones? Oh, there we go. So, I think the ones that we have right now are good enough, yeah? What's this? What the fuck? But Young, is really you? But how? When? We didn't think you'd be back for ages. Time moves in mysterious ways. Right, so it does. The reports you had delivered by that excitable little pixie said as much. As for the situation on this side, the Imperials are still eyeing our forces from afar. From what I'm told, the Garlean armies have been slow to react and seem reluctant to commit to any large-scale engagement. It's an odd sort of stalemate. Oh my god, I can't English anymore today. Otherwise, we've yet to see any sign of that awful Black Rose weapon we were warned about. Oh, but I suppose we did call in an old friend to help out on that count. Kryle and I have had a terrible time tracking him down, though it will be worth to see the look on your face when you find out who he is. Anyway, I was just about to make contact with this helper of ours and then confirm the latest news on the front. Might you fancy having a rest while I do? Ah, the Warrior of Light, back where she belongs, just as nothing had happened. Though you do seem little different somehow. You'll have to tell me all about your adventures when we next have a spare moment. Until then, welcome back. Yay! The Shadowbring is finished, well, 5.0. RV is spamming the shit out of me. Oh boy. Oblivion has claimed him. Of course he did. MXL gone. La Habrea gone. I only remain the last of the unbroken. Once more I am moved to re-evaluate the potential of these tattered souls. Oh, that's bright. Ah, Xenos, never did I dream you could overpower me so completely, possessed as I was of your body and all its uncanny strength. And now I have shared with you the truth of this world and its reflections. Who can predict how events will unfold? Not I. Emissary. What a poor jest that little has become, that title has become. The flow of history has become muddied. Its currents are wild beyond my capacity to direct them. You have wrestled the advantaged, Hydelin. The heaving hands of your disciple tighten their grip on our star. The origins of the world remain hidden, and its inhabitants ignorant of their broken existence, just as you and your creators desired. They celebrate the gift of imperfect life, uncaring and knowing that we weaken and fade. But do not imagine yourself rid of us. Though your champion has indeed proven the most eagerest obstacle to our ascendance, a barbed thorn in my side, she may yet be removed and cast into the abyss. Oh yes, it can be done. I will keep these heroes mired in the first, and victory will be ours at the last. Warriors of darkness now, are they? Then their fate is decided. They shall meet the same end as those who came before, death at the hands of warriors of light. Well then. Wait, you actually clipped that? I should check it out in a bit. That clip, honestly. It seems you were right. Yes, there is something out there. But it will mean crossing mounds and mounds of this eternal emptiness, which is rather unhealthy for living creatures, as I understand it. Even we were to restrict ourselves to brief 4 phase, I don't like to imagine the effect it would have on our ether. But you still want to go, don't you? We may have saved the world, but we haven't reclaimed it. Ah, when you put it that way. What choice do we have? Well, of course, I'm going with you. That's what family is for, isn't it? Come, let's head back and prepare for this mad journey of yours. Thank you, Tancred. The sounding of the heartbeat. Do you really think that does sound good with it? Through blazing skies give way to gentle night. What hand can end the war of dark and light? Trust parties unlocked. By completing the main scenario quest, Shadowbringers, you have unlocked the Trust system. The Trust allows you to repeat previously completed main scenario dungeons with a party of NPC avatars who will gain XP and level up in accordance with their duty participation. Bring up the interface, select Trust under Duty from the main menu. For more information, please refer to the help found within the interface itself. Furthermore, blessed by your experience in the first, you are now able to accept new quests from job-related NPCs in the source. In order to access them, the following conditions must be met. Reach level 80 on a given job, complete relevant level 70 job quest, complete the associated role quest line. Quest locations and other details can be reviewed in the level 70 job quest journey entry. In addition, quests to unlock new content have now become available in the Crystarium. Rest well, Warrior of Light and Darkness, for 2 worlds of adventure awaits your return. Yay! What is this that you sent me? What the fuck? I did not expect that sound to happen. Dear Lord. Young gods, it's good to see you. I hope your being here means you've had your fill of rest. More than my fill. Well, you certainly earned it. Not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet the helper I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link pearl. I do hope he's alright. We've been exchanging messages with the Eorzean Alliance throughout though. They say the fighting has finally stopped at the Grimlit Dark, and that the Empire show no sign of movement. Which means we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about your time in the first. Oh, great. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Evlamin to join us. She'll want to know what happened to Minfilia, and I think it's best she hears it from you. We'll meet you at the terrace at the House of Splendors. Well, I guess we go there then. Use this one tomorrow and tomorrow. Use that one I got a Hades card, might as well use it. There you go. Red mage, because why not? I actually liked that font. Like just out of nowhere, just the font. I was like, wait, what? Dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord. Okay, I need to change my chat. Scale it back. To be honest, I did change the environment so it wouldn't say font. Yeah, but you know how I am. I'm not mature at all, so I'm laughing about the stupidest things. Ah, yeah. Yo. Yo, I was about to go looking for you. I've had a letter from Zhongxian Xia, and he asked me to pass on a message. Ahem. Oh yeah, I hope this missive finds you well. Should you come across Yong in Revenant's Tor, pray send her to me in Alamegan Quarter. I have need of her help. Yo, Helios! To be honest... Oh, I already read that. How are you? I am fine. How are you? What could be happening in Alamigo, I wonder? Well, I suppose there's one way to find out. Let's go. Good, good. Well, that's good. We added a new sound effect. Well, I have one before which was like the Rickroll, but I deleted it. I deleted it after. Young, it has been too long. Tataru did mention that I would be joining you. Did she not? Thank you. Words cannot well express how I have longed to know more of the first. This world, Minfilia has sacrificed to save too much. But come, rest your feet. Tataru should be arriving shortly. Let me do this then. And so Minfilia chose to pass on her gifts
Oh, look, it's Phelan.
to the next oracle. This girl.
Hello, Phelan. Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god!
Were you waiting for that? Oh my god.
This girl with
You
that
stream sniping?
dream.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Screw you, Sky. Fuck.
For sake. Sorry for all the ear damage, indeed. To have such a burden thrust you upon her as a child, only to embrace it when given the choice. In that respect, they are quite alike. It would seem her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Well, did I send... Well, I did earlier send a Thunderstrike. Yeah, you did, and it was scary as fuck. And I'm not gonna play the next one. Yo, may I ask a favor of you? When next you return to the first, tell Reen what I cannot. To tell her, thank you. And I would offer thanks to you as well, for staying with her to the end. Begging your pardon, could I have a word? Rio, I hope you're here to tell me you received word from our helper. I wish... Nay, I have not had a peep out of him, and it's been a good long while now, too bloody long. On account of which I'm going to sneak over to the border and see if I can get a signal to him from closer up. But what if they catch you? There must be another way. Well, it ain't as if we can ask Tancred to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking me way through Grimlit now the fighting's died down. Gods know there's enough shadows to hide in. And it beats waiting around here twiddling me thumbs. Any road. I just thought I'd let you know now I'd best be. I nearly forgot. Kryle's at the stones, and she wants a word. Something to do with the patients? She was getting ready to examine them again when I left. We'd best head back then. I'm sure it's important. It probably is then important if you get summoned. But I'm not going to play the PTSD sound. Why is my character gone? Oh, here he is. Because I do believe that sound is going to scare everyone away. And I don't want to play it. We had enough fun already, as it is. It seems he's still examining them. Oh, I do hope it's nothing bad.
You're here. Good.
So, how are they?
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
By the gods!
We are
What happens if the link is broken?
5.1 now, I think.
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured, Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
Leave it to me.
Thank you.
But where's she even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct? Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation. We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
I guess we go back to the First, but first we are going here. We are going there first. The Lola walk though, Braytag, it's something. Here he is. Rum. X Rum Fia. But are you still doing that Lola walk, Braytag? Ah, how wonderful to see my two S12 students. And the Costa del Sol with a Lola Fell band. Ah, I see. My FC was talking about it. And not the moment too soon. We are glad to see you too, Exron. Though, I get it, the situation is not a happy one. You get it correctly. You recall the Brotherhood I was once part of? The Crimson Duelists? Well, it seems the keepsakes left behind by my deceased colleagues have run afoul of some enterprising grave robbers. When the duelists met their end some 2 decades past, I was too deeply engaged in my own battles to give them the burial they deserved. And so I did what many before me have done. I collected the blades of the dead and entered them within the tomb of the Iron Sword. With Alamigo much settled since the initial reclamation of the city, I judged it time to pay respects to my fallen comrades This is when I discovered the tome in disarray, and one of the duelist swords missing. It would seem such petty acts of blackened sea have become common of late, and although the resistance speaks of taking steps, the army has had its hands full overseeing the restoration effects. Are you sure they're still there? I'm not gonna check though, because I'm not really interested in it. But it's said that unrest and dissent have largely disappeared under General Alden's command. Why this sudden rush of law breaking? Well, now that the Imperials have been beaten back, those who once suckled from the Empire Street are forced to look elsewhere with the wealth to which they are oh my god, I can't pronounce words again. For some, this means taking up a little of banditry. And for the lowest amongst them, it means ransacking the resting places of their countrymen, a crime I do not intend to leave unpunished. As things stand, however, I have yet to deliver the judgment. This particular gang is uncommonly swift of foot, and I must temper my attacks lest I slay them ere learning the location of their stashed loot. Thus I do turn to you for assistance. Capturing these thieves alive will be far easier with an extra pair of hands. If it's extra hands you need, then count me in. Without red magic at your beck and call, nay, it's too dangerous for one still relearning her art. I've been practicing against these creatures of Modona ever since we parted ways. My magics may not be what they once were, but I can cast the initiate spells well enough, I promise. The monsters in Modona are not to be trifled with. There was a risky path to take at this stage of your training. I took risks, yes, but not foolhardy ones. If I don't push myself to my limits, then I'll never catch up to you or Young. I wager you not take no for an answer. Very well, but you do not leave my sight, understand? Yes, thank you, Isran. You won't regret this. The three of us then. Bloodhoe is where these grave robbers plied their unsavory trade. And the edge of the graveyard is where we shall meet. Well, let's go to the graveyard. I should probably play some music too. Maybe. Braytag, did you have fun with the Lola walk? Because I know the FC members of Scion had a lot of fun with them, with it. I'd like to simply snatch up these grave robbers, but they have proven an infuriatingly slippery foe, a foe who now knows my face, which is you, Young, must play the role of deceiver. Search the graveyard until you find the thieves in question, then convince them it is their best interest to slink over here to the east. Once the scoundrels are too close to escape, Arya and I will spring our trap. Right, let's go, I guess. Graveyard. I have no idea where each goes. Yeah. Yeah. Grave robber. You looking for trouble, mate? How big a fool do you have to be to just wander up a gang like this? What are you doing over here? You'll find far richer spoils in the graves to the east. You see at East Ward. I saw a patrol sweeping the grounds in the west. I'll just do that one. Yeah, it was fun. Did see many glens that was lewd, and I was one of them. Oh no! Actually, let me check the screenshot because Lee posted one. There indeed are loads of lewd, yeah, attires in that screenshot as well. Do you want to see that screenshot? Here is that screenshot. Soldiers, is it? Then we best be moving on. Thanks for the warning, friend. Oh, and not that we have doubted your word or anything, but you best come with us. Follow the show of good faith amongst thieves. We'll be waiting just up ahead. Goodbye. Don't you worry about our two maids. They went ahead to the east just like you suggested, and us, well, someone's got to eliminate competition. You what? I think I did before, yes. When I was at that party, I can't remember where it was. But yeah, when I was at the party once, and you were like naked. Well, half naked, but naked makes sense. FBI open now. Nicely done, Young. We caught those two completely off guard. And I must say, Arya, you exceeded my expectations. You've made impressive progress in such a short length of time. Yes, I knew those lessons at the mage guilds were worth it. Even if it was painful to begin at the beginning again. Oh, I see you've been cracking open as many books as you have. Monster skulls. Your dedication to the fundamentals has certainly paid off. Now I counted 4 brigands the last time I was here. Knowing what I do of such villains, I assume the other two sought to waylay you. Yet here you stand, with sick hair out of place. All jesting aside, I suspect your skills have surpassed my own. What trials must you have endured to forge such strength? That one. Ow! Low key. Another star? Even your adventures play out on a stage beyond my wildest imaginations. You called my name. Yes, you bonked my head. Ooh, indeed. And this talk of sin eaters, was it? It sounds to me as if your battles took place on the edge of suffering itself, where the heart and steel of even the mightiest red mage would be tested. But whilst it is endlessly gratifying to hear the exploits of one's former student, I suppose we should return to the matter at hand. I was gonna ooh, but I knew you'd complain, so we got bonks. Well, I mean, Braytak just ooh-wooed. He just ooh-wooed. Once we have subdued these ruffians here, a few threads gleaned us the location of their ill-gotten gains, all buried in a box in the royal hunting grounds, or so they claim. Ara. Fine, I'll do nothing, okay. I believe another division of labor is in order. Arya, pray hand our captives over to the resistance, then wait for us at the tomb of the Iron Sword. Yo, you and I have some digging to do. But I guess there's a lot of fellas going on an adventure. Wait, is it in there? Because I literally forgot where this Rampage quest is. It is probably in there, isn't it? Because FBI said so. What do you mean, RV? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Do you feel that? The ground is soft, certainly not as packed down as elsewhere. I think we found the cave. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Feel glad I am to have found this before they hold it off to the black market. I cracked the lid to check the contents, and the box is indeed filled with stolen goods, including one rather familiar sword. Come, we should return these articles to the tomb. With any luck, Aya will have arrived already. But I don't want to open up the door for the FBI. What have I done to deserve this? I am just a little Lalafell that's very innocent. I haven't done anything. I am actually like lost. I'm actually lost again. Nothing new here. That's the point. What? Is it because I'm a Lalafell? I'm not a Lalafell on my main though. I'm still the nice and pretty looking female aura on my main. Right, let us return these relics to their rightful places. We are all innocent. Lalafell inside. Are we? Are we really? That should be the last of them. But what of your comrade's blade? Ah, well, would you indulge me in a moment of nostalgia? The man who wielded the sword suffered from shallow reserves of ether, and so he commissioned a weapon capable of channeling his energies in the most efficient manner. As you might imagine, the custom blade thus forged cost him a small fortune of coin. We would taunt him and his empty purse without mercy, of course, challenging him to become a mage worthy of such priceless steel. His reply to our yearning comments would always stay with me, even should I fail to do this steel justice. It will remain long after I have perished. A kindred soul shall take up the sword, and then you will see my coin was wisely spent. His hope for such legacy died with the Crimson Duelist. I entombed the blade, believing that no new mage would rise to claim it. But I was wrong. You too stand here as living proof that our efforts to revive red magic were not in vain. It was when I discovered the sword missing that I was put in mind again of my comrade's words, and I wonder if he did not orchestrate this affair from beyond the grave, if only to remind me of his will. Young, you appear to have a distinct taste in weapons. This blade, I think, should belong to Aya. But doesn't she have her own blade? But I'm not even your student right now. I don't think I deserve to have it. I made a promise to you, did I not? That once you learn to harness your ether, I would take you under my tutelage once more. The way I see it, you have more than upheld your end of the bargain. Accept the sword, Aya. Be my apprentice and help me usher in a new future for the Red. You should take the sword. I will, if you would offer to accept me as your student once more, then let this be my answer. It is done. Let us present here this day a new oath to fight for the common good with pure heart and unbending steel. And so concludes our business here. But as much as I should like to accompany you back to Modona, I fear my own pilgrimage must continue. This war with the Imperials has Alamigo teetering on the brink of uncertainty once more, and I must assume the situation is most taxing for you and your fellow scions. Thus, for the time being, shall I keep my blade loose in its sheath. I may be but one man, but know that I shall remain vigilant against the Empire's machinations. Oh my god, I can't pronounce words. Oh Jesus. As I chart my course across the lands of Eorzea. I'm sorry that I cannot yet devote myself to your lessons, Aya. The demands of the road are such that I cannot take you with me and still hope to move as swiftly. Your oath takes precedence, of course. I'm ecstatic just to know you'll be my mentor once again. Please stay safe on your travels. I appreciate your understanding, and I will stop by to aid your progress in Ravenstall whenever circumstances permit. I fell through the stairs. What? I take my leave then. Fare you well, young. When next we meet, I expect your scarlet hues shall be ever the more vivid. Shall we make our way back to Modona then? Let's go to Modona. Those slippers are 500k on the market board. And I got them for nothing. What? I've been so consumed with restoring my magics. But now I have a new goal. Learning to wield my new sword with perfect execution. With Axeron instruction, I mean to become a red mage worthy of his comrade's weapon. And I wouldn't say no to any help from you either. Yo. Please. Yay! I met this random player yesterday. We danced together, added to friends. Today I run into this player. Asked if he, she, or likes my glam. It's okay, but maybe there are better shoes. I told that I like them slippers. What? 2 seconds later, trade windows open up. Oh my god. Such a lucky guy he is. Okay, so here he is. Here it is. The one that I also have in my mail. Let's go. Okay, so Crystarium. That's where we left off. Also need to do the healer questline. A healer questline. I can just run that, right? What's this? No fail. I bet I could do that. You could what? For how long were you standing there in the silence? Don't you know it's rude to wait? Aren't you that mortal bonded to fail rule? Well, now isn't a pleasant surprise. I have a proposal I was meaning to put to you as it happens. Interested? See these sky watches you see all over? They're good at what they do, but even they can't tell you if it's raining or whatever back on the source, no? But with my help, they could. Hey, I could cross the rift, see what the weather's like for myself, come back and share my knowledge with these mortals by whispering to them in their dreams. I could do the same for the sky watchers on the other side too. Everyone would have all the answers, and they wouldn't even know how they got them. Wouldn't that be grand? Your silence is all the approval I need. Off I go. Due to Lorfeo meddling with the dreams of Skywatchers in the Swords and First, Skywatchers may now provide forecasts of every region regardless of their location. Okay. Okay. Isn't that a quest there too? Yeah, there is. And isn't that a quest for another dungeon? Is it? No, it's not. Okay. Need to do that, that, and that. And that was it, I guess. But first we do so. Yes, I have business with the Exarch. Kurahatia. Ah, Young, you returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful. But of course it wasn't.
Go on. The corporal ether shown signs of instability. By the gods, possibility not even occurred to me. If you have returned in the hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you will be surely disappointed. But 'tis but a mercy we have the likes of Mistress Cryle and Master Matoya to keep our friend's body safe while we wrestle with the problem. But they cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the orders must be told.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Cryle's findings. I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Cryle is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration. Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic that summoned you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state. I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
Oh! What was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless she says so.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What did you just...
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary's success. I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of her body and soul, but her personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us her possessions, she could carry our souls back to the source upon her person?
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change. But vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on her part, and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Milady hath the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet were we to immure our souls within an object in her possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured. White Auracite would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease. We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back unto our vacant bodies.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us. On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience. They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
I'll do that. Next quest. The Grand Cosmos, that is, the place we seek, stands at the opposite shore of the source. I will arrange for a boat to carry us there. Whilst though Jonas thither, I think it best that I devote mine energies to the creation of White Auracite. By the leave, of course. The process required no small amount of time, and should the Numo consent to lend us their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Solon, and do be prepared for a warm reception. So we go there because I think that's easier. I still like Lakeland more than kinda the Endwalker areas. Maybe. Although Ultima Thule is also a really good place, but I do think that the Shadowbringers areas are more to my likings. Crystal Exalt. As I told you before, I had scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon by our host families, and I expect our reception today to be no different. Which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn. I'm sorry, but we are not here to petition for assistance. You can honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Exactly, I believe the Exarch may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into their creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet with those who could overcome my defenses. As with any true seeker of knowledge, and there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us if we know nothing of their character, nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, mayhap we can earn ourselves an audience. What my Lola fellas like, let's go. Weapons drawn it is then. Though I must say, Axel, you certainly seems to be enjoying all of this. Do I? Well, I will not deny that I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be in rather high spirit, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised, your moods invariably improve when Young's around. What exactly are you implying? See, you've heard the calamity and the light which seems destined to consume her has been extinguished. It is only natural that we be pleased to see her. Yes, well, you will have plenty of time to celebrate her good health after we finish here. Of course, then let us proceed to the palace. The Grand Cosmos now accessible. Let's do it. Can I do that one as my sage? I wonder. Sage. Can I queue up for that? I can! I can do it as sage! But do I trust myself on sage? That's the question. 497, I should be able to do it, right? I should be able to do it, right? Fuck it, I'll just queue up, who cares? I'll just queue up, who cares? If the tank's gonna die, that's not my fault, it's his fault for not popping his cooldowns properly.
It should be fun. This is gonna be interesting. Come on, man. Let's go. Grand Cosmos is not that hard though. It's just depends on the tank really. Like, I'm good with him not pulling much, so he won't die this easily. Whoa. I'm not impatient. I'm not impatient at all. Why is he pulling the mobs out of the circle? Just keep them in the circle. Exactly, like, not that hard, right? Just do it. I think these bunny boys are friends or lovers maybe. Ow! Dang. I think this tank pulled all his cooldowns like that one. Oh, I got hit by that? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? No! Don't stack on top of me, please. Ah! No! I don't really trust this tank though. I don't really trust this tank. Well, why don't you go to bed then? I mean, it's late. I don't have any heals! Please! You're so squishy! Oh my god! This guy is so squishy. I'm going to bed, getting off bed. Yeah, maybe you should, because I also need to go like get out of bed that early as well. Well, earlier actually. I need to get up at 5, but yeah, I understand. Why is it so squishy? My God! Yes, little update to the mechanic with a tank that's very squishy. That's scaring the shit out of me. Denied. Where did this guy learn to type? Jesus. My lord. Good night, Braytag. Stop running. Oh, uwu indeed.
god, never give me this tank again, please. Please. Never pair me up with this tank again. No. Just no. You have sullied these halls not comely with our guests yet want for company. In silver flame loggers. Not supposed to laugh about that, but oh my god. I thought I had trouble with left and right, but this guy is so funny. take him. We did it. We defeated him. Tiny potato happy. You're fine, I'll leave. Okay. See you.
That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
Beckloak, 'tis good to see you again after all these years. And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain. But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Sake? Beg?
Our comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence! It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion. But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to...
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. The damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety. Oh, you know not what you ask of me, what horrors my knowledge has wrought.
Refuse all you want.
Of all the visitors I could possibly have, they're even more stubborn than I am.
No. No.
Very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
Commensurate with your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
There you are. The others have gone ahead to the Crystal Tower with Baglow. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I have ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet I cannot deny that a part of me is glad Urianger shared his knowledge with the Numo, with us. Had he not, Bad luck wouldn't be there. Speaking of him, we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. You may now enter the Grand Cosmos with party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the travel. Well, we already did that, well, you know. A welcome guest. We mustn't dally here any longer though. If Backlog is to hear the truth of our travails in the first, you of all people should be present. Guess we go back to the Crystarium. Guess we go back there. Pray return to the Crystarium. Yes, I have business with the exile.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own, and your soul is the densest of them all.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of FFXIV and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
You have spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thoughts as to how you might return to your world? White aura site, you say? An intriguing proposition, but one which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their souls within the aura site. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Then would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain the corporal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, and the resulting sulfate of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these folks' bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Leaving lifeless husks, like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Head, corrupted by the Sin Eaters, their ether made stagnant by the light. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see those unfortunate individuals? Why, do you think you might be able to help them? I might, or I might not, but I shan't know for sure until I have seen their condition firsthand. Then I would be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. It was my faith in men I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guest to the inn, I will assist Urian J in creating the requisite oversight. I believe my talents will be better applied to their endeavors as well. May I leave the three of you assist Begluck as necessary? Let us make for armor rank then. Yes, let's go. Let's go to armor rank. So the journey's head in. Novrend armor rank. Let's go here. So this is Helric, is it? Yes, his etheric balance leans perilously toward the light, toward status. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? The same as the poor souls corrupted by the light. He will become a sin-eater. You don't know that. We defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Halric was completely unresponsive before, but now? Mumble. It's mumbling. Then perhaps there is yet hope, If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Fobert, then for far dark purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it, but for their sakes I will break their oath. It's not like to reserve the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Let's talk to Todden. Give him some soul tonic. Oldux. Todden stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic had no effect. This guy, Parnell. Soul tonic. Here you go. What's this? Warm. I feel in my chest. Where's the other patient? Voine. Give him soul tonic too. The last soul tonic. I feel warm, and my legs they don't feel as heavy. Now then, have you noted any change in the patients? A notable rise in the body temperature and increased motor function. In most of the patients, at least. The more The severely afflicted showed no response. As I feared then. 'Tis true, with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow, and yes, their body will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those, in the later stages of corruption, like Helric, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. The boy's soul is far too gone. His mind held together by the fineness of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even. By the gods, he would wake to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it possible that we can find a way to hasten their recovery? Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible that in treating them, we might learn something to revenge your own predicament. And with this, I will call it a night. Thank you all for watching, and I will drop you guys to Dead TV Gaming. Say hello to Gareth. I believe he's doing PvP again. But thank you all so much for being here and supporting my stream, which ended into a failure, just like every other day. But thank you all so much, and see you all next time.